Welcome to the Current Electric Basketball Boys State Championship Preview Show presented by Cannon and Dunphy. I am Mike McGivern. Thank you so much for joining us. We're an hour away from tip-off for day 2 of the Boys Basketball State Championship games. I am joined by my co-host, Paul Wallershot, the head coach at Greendale Martin Luther. Coach, some great games on schedule today.
Yeah, looking forward to, we have these D5 games this morning with some really good matchups, and then, into D2 and D1 with just, each game's got a great storyline and great matchups.
Coach, have you ever thought about coaching in a small single school community, kind of like a Hoosier? And anytime we talk Division V, that's kind of what I think that's like in those communities.
We had the opportunity to coach together against the Oostburg teams back, and I'm sure it's still the same, where the entire city would be there, and those kids from the time they're in first grade know they're playing together right through high school. That it's got to be so fun. The camaraderie that gets built up and the way that the community embraces the team, it's so cool.
I just think going to the diner for a cup of coffee, if your team's winning, probably not paying for it. If your team is not, they might charge you a little bit extra. Hey, let's break down our 9 a.m. game. The Division V game, number 1 ranked Cochrane-Fountain City Pirates take on the number 4 ranked Lakers from Turtle Lake. Let's start with the Cochrane-Fountain City team. They're 26-2 overall, went undefeated in the Dairyland Small Conference. They beat Royal in the sectional finals to get to this game. They're coached by Jesse Cyrus, 7th-year coach. And Coach Jesse talked a little bit about his 3 seniors that really lead this team.
We've had a great year. It's been one of those kind of unreal but yet real seasons for us. Let's see, I think we're at the 26-2 mark now, including some of the playoff games. We've been led by basically our trio of seniors with Reed Schmitnick, Cameron Lipinski, and Porter Erat. Those guys have been basically at least touching the varsity floor since their sophomore year. Last couple years been big time key role players for us, and obviously this year leading the way. Cam and Porter have been kind of around the 20-point a game mark basically all season. Reed's kind of one of those guys that he's pushing 8-10 points a game, but he is running the show, distributing, controlling our defense, controlling our offense, and making sure everybody's in the right places at all times.
Coach, when he talks about senior-led team, a couple of teams that we've coached in the past, when you get to that year where guys have been around the varsity level since their sophomore year, it really is a difference when you have some senior leadership that are making things happen on the floor.
Having seniors that can lead and the urgency of your high school career ending are 2 big motivating factors, I think, and why why you want to have a lot of seniors on your team, because obviously it'd be great to be here with all sophomores, but it's difficult to do, and it's because of the senior leadership and the urgency.
Right.
This is our last chance. There's that type of feeling is what drives teams.
So Cochrane-Fountain City takes on the Lakers from Turtle Lake High School. They're 21-5 overall, took 3rd place in the Lakeland West Conference. They are coached by Angie Wagner, 1st-year head boys coach, been on the staff for 2 years, and the first time in school history to get to state. Coach Wagner talks about how excited the school and town is for this.
Well, it's definitely having a small town, everyone's excited. After we got back from Altoona, the fire trucks brought us back into town. So, yeah, everyone's really excited. The boys are really excited to be the first team.
So, Coach, I love the fact that they had, the fire trucks out when the boys came back from Altoona, and she's really excited. Not only has this team come together and started playing really, really well, but the fact that she gets the chance to coach her son, Brandon Wagner, who's a junior, averaging about 22 points a game. And on that press conference, she talked about the relationship with her and her son, and he's the one who really pushed her to apply for the head job, to be on the boys' staff. And he said, Mom, you played college. She played college basketball at Lakeland,
Okay.
and she had talked about that she could still hit a jump shot, not clearly like her son can, but she talked about what a special time this is for her family, her community. And we talked about the old Hoosier thing of getting, free coffee at the diner. I got a feeling Coach Wagner might be getting free breakfast every once in a while.
I'm sure she wants to be the last thing that they're talking about. She doesn't want to be the storyline, but this is a great storyline.
It is.
The first woman to coach a boys team at the state tournament. On top of it, her son is the star player. And I mean, he averaging 21 points a game. He's hit 69 threes this year. So and they've got another player, Brady Tarman, who's hit 60 threes. So this team can shoot it. They got a couple guys that can shoot it. And what a great story. First time at state, first female to coach a boys team. It just doesn't get better than that.
Man, I've got a feeling that the entire community of Turtle Lake is here today, and you hear it in Madison, and I think it's going to be a great story. We're going to get to a break. Other side of the break, we're going to break down the second Division V matchup. This is the Current Electric High School Basketball Boys State Championship Preview Show presented by Cannon and Dunphy, only on My 24.